Prime Minister then joined Trump at a rally aboard the USS Washington, where she got to hear him just rambling to our troops on a range of subjects, including magnets. He hates magnets.
Vice President Maybelline was making the rounds, attempting to defend his boss and the chairman of the FCC.
Trump's America has officially entered its peak absurdity arc, the kind where the plot twists are so wild even the writers are begging for a reboot, because somehow JD Vance went from a guy selling "I left the Rust Belt and found my soul" memoirs to Trump's most obedient hype man, grinning through every catastrophe like he's auditioning for the world's worst buddy comedy. Jimmy Kimmel didn't just roast this duo, he dismantled them with surgical precision like a man who's been holding in a laugh for 8 straight years and finally let it rip.
You can see him here on the right side as a light-up marshmallow. And watch this, because this is something Trump has done in the past. Instead of putting candy in the bag, he puts it on. JD Vance is crushing it when it comes to policy.
Is make it easier for family models to choose, or for families to choose whatever model they want, right? So one of the ways that you might be able to relieve a little bit of pressure on people who are paying so much for daycare, like grandma or grandpa wants to help out a little bit more.
Kimmel didn't need a monologue. He needed a mop because Trump's marathon of nonsense, the mess was spilling faster than campaign slogans could be printed. It's not a partnership. It's a blooper reel that refuses to end. Trump talks. Vance nods. America cringes. Somewhere in the distance, a bald eagle files for asylum.
And when we run out of steam, we're going to oxen. Big teams of beautiful oxen. He loves steam. And then he closed things out as only Donald Trump can.
You can stay there, and that's what you do, but many ways to have a good time.
JD Vance has become the human equivalent of a campaign bumper sticker that's been left on too long. Faded, peeling, and oddly proud of being stuck to something going downhill. His loyalty to Trump isn't strategic, it's devotional. The man acts like standing next to chaos will make him look like order. But instead of rising, he's sinking, smiling all the way down like a passenger on the Titanic, insisting it's a cruise.
I have some good news for you, J-Dog. We're back on all the stations. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your bullshit. Go on.
There's something else that's important here, Laura, which is that these broadcast companies, ABC, NBC, CBS, they enjoy the public airwaves because they serve the...
Kimmel caught on to it instantly. He spotlighted it like a late-night infomercial. Because in Trump's orbit, integrity is the first thing to go, followed closely by coherence. JD Vance's big political personality shift from critic to cheerleader wasn't a transformation. It was an exorcism of self-respect. He traded spine for spotlight, conviction for convenience, and got applause from a crowd that cheers anything wearing a red tie.
You know, we used to send the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders on these USO tours, and now we have this. Meanwhile, while Trump's slurping noodles in Japan were on day 28 of his big, beautiful government shutdown, air traffic controllers missed their first paycheck today. So if you are visiting us from out of town, you live here now.
Trump, meanwhile, is doing what he does best, performing presidency like it's community theater. The difference now is he's got JD Vance as his hype man, clapping offbeat and repeating the chorus. It's the political version of karaoke gone wrong, except the microphone never cuts out and the audience is trapped.
You know, if you go to a Jimmy Kimmel live viewing, you have to really be a humorless scold.
Did you hear what he just called you? He called you humorless scolds. What is wrong with you people? You trying to make JD's mascara run? What's going... A humorless scold. Who talketh like that?
Kimmel's takedown wasn't just funny, it was forensic. He dissected the illusion that Trump's chaos has purpose, that JD's devotion has depth. He reminded everyone that the only consistent thing about this administration is its inconsistency. The Trump-Vance duo isn't leadership. It's a never-ending open mic night at democracy's expense. Every time JD tries to sound profound, it's like watching a student recite a book report he didn't read. Kimmel highlighted that irony with such precision that you could hear the collective groan of a nation tired of pretending this circus is government. Because that's what it's become. A circus with no animals left, just clowns fighting for center ring. And JD's role, he's the one following behind the elephant. Broom in hand, calling it public service. His whole political brand is built on agreeing louder than anyone else. Trump says the sky's green. JD nods like it's divine revelation. Trump misplaces a fact. JD calls it strategy.